Hey everyone, welcome back. Right now, continuing from episode 13, from where we last left off. Kyo is about to avenge Kamui in his fight with Kyo. So, welcome to Cardfight Vanguard V series episode 14, Awaken PsyQualia, which means Awaken PsyQualia. So, if you already haven't watched the episode, I recommend you go right back and watch it before you come to this video, because this one may actually contain spoilers for you. So, you've been warned. So, like I said, continuing from episode 13. At the beginning of the fight, Goki starts having doubts about Aichi winning and wondering if he's actually how he's gonna actually deal with Zanbaku's combo about restricting you from riding and standing. As of right now, Kyo has the first attack, with his Vanguard attacking Aichi's Vanguard, which Aichi pretty much declares no guard. And since he was wearing the VF gloves, he's going to receive his very first ever shock. And now he pretty much experienced the shock pain firsthand. That's about all. So Aichi, well, this pretty much insinuates Aichi went first. Aichi starts his turn and actually rides Blaster Blade. With Kyo being surprised that he actually has such a rare card at his arsenal because, well, we're going to get to that a little bit later. Aichi fills his board with 4 units, and then he starts attacking. So, it wasn't really stated, but Blaster Blade has the skill of, getting a crit. There's 4 more rear guards on board. So, Kyo actually does block the Blaster Blade attack, actually. So, he does... Well, he is going to take one of the damages. So, I want to also make a side note. Kyo actually does say that this kind of reminds him of Ren's deck. So we kind of cut to a flashback where Kyo fights Ren. And Ren as Blaster Dark pretty much finishes him off. Another note is Kyo was on grade 1. And Ren was on a grade 2. Somehow Kyo got to 6 damage either way. They're probably grade stuck, or Ren probably rushed him silly. So he got the ever-living shock right out of him. So Ren's still wanting more, as Asuka or Tetsu to play next, but they're kind of busy. What the fuck? Kyo wants to say something, and Ren replies with, "What's wrong, boy?" Implying that he really doesn't even know his name. And if you ever watch the original series, he's kind of bad at names sometimes. It's either with just Kyo or something. Kyo wants to play one more time, but Ren kind of walks away to help Asuka and feeling like he's being looked down on. Back to the present, Kyo rides into Yashimi and then attacks Aichi, putting him at 3 damage. And still taking a little bit of a shock, still. Then Aichi, again, he attacks Aichi again, but Aichi actually guards and Kyo ends his turn. It's at 3. Shocky shock. Here we go. Aichi starts his turn, and one thing I like to hear is him thinking in a strategy about how he needs to get rid of left arrestor, which is on the board. To stop the combo, so he rides Alfred early, using a skill superior called Blaster Blade from the Soul, adding 10,000 power to Blaster Blade, then applies Imaginary Gift Force for the first time, giving it to Blaster Blade first, because most of the time he's been giving it to Alfred, so this is something different, so good for him. Then he used Blaster Blade's Burst Buster to retire the left arrestor, so that kind of did, well, slow it down, at least so we seem. So during the battle phase, Akane attacks, but Kyo guards it. Aichi and Blaster Blade attack, putting Kyo to 4. There. 4 damage. Kyo starts his turn and draws into Left Arrestor, telling Aichi not to look down on him, so he's pretty much still thinking about Ren, and he obviously has some issues in his past, I guess. After that, rides Zanbaku, applying Imaginary Gift XL, sorry. Then calls, what's his name again? No, not Fushimi. He calls Musashi, sorry, on to the Excel Circle. Then after that, calls Shijimamaru and Left Arrestor. Then uses Zanbaku's skill to call Left Arrestor from the deck. And right here, as you can see, he's chained from using Zanbaku's skill and Right Arrestor. And honestly, sometimes I get these two mixed up. So I like the fact that the restriction here, and so far everything's just really getting intense for Aichi, and he doesn't really know what to do. Okay, first the Right Arrestor attacks Aichi, but Aichi guards. Then Zanbaku attacks Aichi, then the usual double trigger thing happens. Reveals a critical. Gives them the power, the 10,000 power to Left Arrestor, and the trigger stays with Zanbaku. The second one's a front. The front gives them the row 10,000 power. Basically putting Aichi to 5. After that, the last attack, Aichi is he's just really getting shocked here, and in the background they're just really wondering like how's he gonna do, how he's gonna deal with all of this. So he's still guarding. The last one, it was gonna be a really tough one because the whole guard restriction thing with Musashi. He guards with a PG, but you need more than one card, so then after that guards with Marin. And that's the end of the turn. As you can see, he's handless. Aichi's in a tough spot. He can't ride or stand. At this point, he's losing faith, and then after that, he starts hearing a voice saying, "My Vanguard." So an image of Blaster Blade appears before Aichi in his mind. With Kyo getting impatient, telling him to hurry up and start his turn, or pretty much end your turn because you pretty much can't do anything. Once again, Aichi feels that sensation again, like the time when he fought with Leon, where he was saying, you know, the wind, quote unquote. With Blaster Blade telling Aichi to call it. So Aichi draws, and he draws into Sage of Guidance Zenon, and calls him right behind Blaster Blade. And the plot armor is really going to rise here, obviously. So here, Zenon scale, allow him to check the top card. If it's the same grade as his Vanguard, he can actually make a superior ride. That's like the only thing that can actually stop the Zanbaku combo. He makes a smirk, pretty much insinuating that he got it. He got a grade 3, breaking the chains that binds him, and actually rides into Soul Saver Dragon. Kyo notes that it's not just his deck, but also predicting the flow of the fight reminds him of Ren, and wonders if he has the same ability known as PsyQualia. A little bit more about that later. So, Aichi applies imaginary gift force to Soul Saber, and using its skill to give 6 units 15,000 power, and attacks Kyo. Blaster Blade puts him up to 5, and then Soul Saber just finishes it off, actually winning Aichi the match. So, not too bad. Kind of like how it finished. It was just like the manga. So, as Kyo lost, he kept his word. He's a man of his word, at least, I'll say that. Ignorant little... Aichi thanks Blaster Blade for helping him in his fight, and notices that Kyo's actually picking up the cards. Like he said, he kept his word. Kyo asks Aichi about when he rode Soul Saber. Cuts him off and says, you mean about the time where he rode Soul Saber? He pretty much asks about, like, was it the wind? Kyo didn't have any idea what he was talking about. Then he proceeds to ask Aichi about, did you hear the voices of the cards? With Aichi being a little shocked about pretty much saying that he has. The power to hear the voices of the cards and see what's going to happen in a card fight. Telling Aichi that he has PsyQualia. He was gonna tell him more, but this guy kicked him in the stomach and... Wow. Okay. So these guys mean business. Saying that he isn't a part of Foo Fighter or Team Al4 since he lost. After that, these guys try to go after Aichi, but Goki and Kamui take them on instead. Aichi was going to ask more about PsyQualia, but Kyo just vanished into thin air, like he just left while all the commotion was going on. At the end of the episode, we have a brief return of Kawanami Minami. You know, the guy that was actually came to Card Capital and was causing a ruckus. Only to be cornered by Asuka and Tetsu of Team AL4. So they're, like I said, they cornered him. He doesn't know what to do. See the little scared remark on his face. Asuka asked Kawanami who did he lose to, and replied to the Dragonic Overlord user Kai. With both Tetsu and Asuka being shocked at the end of it. So that pretty much tells him that Kai is in the city. So my thoughts on the episode. I liked it. I liked the manga a little bit more for my own little reasons. I like how Kyo wasn't as arrogant. I mean, he still was, but he wasn't as arrogant as he was originally seen in the original anime. So they're going all about Aichi having a mysterious power. And they finally got the whole wind thing out of the air, so that was good. Let me see. What else is there? As we go on from here, we're actually going to find a little bit more about PsyQualia. And I actually do have a video coming out explaining fully about what PsyQualia is. So, look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed my review. Like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys later.